Hello everyone, Teacher Gaming here. Welcome back to another video. Today I want to talk about the things coming in May and also the fact that we're getting a new faction and a new legendary, and also just cover what has basically been going on. So if you're ready, let's take a closer look. So I want to start off talking about why there hasn't been video in basically a few 2 weeks from me, and that's basically my computer is singing on the last verse, so to say, and yeah, that's basically what's been going on, and also a lot of stuff in real life. However, I figured now was a very good time to make sure that I actually did get a video out, and then I'm hoping that this is actually gonna be going up today, Monday the 5th, because the computer is really not that happy with rendering and everything. But what I want to talk about is basically what's going on in the month of May. I have it over on the right side of the screen, as you can see. But also, and this is what I really love about Tacticus and Snowpoint, the creators, the fact that they're giving us this in-game. They're giving us on Discord, but they're also giving us in-game the fact that we don't really have to search that much. So, April update begins. So here we come, introducing a new Imperial faction to be revealed in the survival event starting on May 24th. This makes perfect sense because the last one we had was the Gene Stealer Cult, which was a Xenos. Before that, I believe that is Xenos. Before that, we had the World Eaters, and then we had Dark Angels, I believe, based on the last three factions. So now we are coming back around to Imperial. I really like that. So the survival event is from May 24th to May 30th. Fend off waves of Gene Stealer cults by deploying all Imperials and the upcoming factions. So make sure you do this, and probably would be a good idea to level some of them. To turn the tide even further, a special power will let you deploy 2 additional characters from the same faction, making their battlefield debut of the official release in future events. Okay, so this is kind of like the campaign events that we're having, where you can actually borrow characters that you don't have. So they're actually letting us play around with them. I really enjoy that, the fact that they're doing that, so you can figure out how do you want to go into it. The event crates contain Rosvita shards, and I believe that is probably due to she will be able to be worth something to get some events in the future for this, maybe. And then just a standard one. Then we have a training rush with an improved format May 8th to May 11th, and award more points in elite campaigns to accord for their higher energy cost. I really like that. For every enemy you defeat in battle, excluding summons, you gain 5 training points in elite campaigns and 3 in everyone else. So that's really nice. And then we also have a new warp surge, a new event. For a limited time, the powers of chaos grows unstable and dangerously rewarding. I like the sound of that. For the duration of the event, Arena Battle grants X3 XP to all Chaos characters and start with 2 random demons spawning on each side of the battlefield. I like that. Defeating Chaos enemies, excluding summons, in Arena and Campaign to earn Warp Search points and claim event rewards. Arena, 25 per Chaos, Elite Campaign, etc. Blessed requisition orders, they're always nice to have. Ability badges and components. Then we have the upcoming legendary release, and what I really like about this is we can plan now. We can plan for the lanes. So, Alpha Lane, enemy, Thousand Suns. So they are the ones that if you don't overkill them, they spawn summons. I really hate that. Imperials and Xenos are available. So, obviously, objectives are defeat all enemies. Full Terrifying lineup. That is Xenos basically, that's going in their full physical lineup. Minimum 4 hits, full infiltrate, full piercing damage lineup. So we're actually going to go in and take a look at this, because I believe some of the orcs, here we have 3 hits, that's not good. So Gibber will be available, and also physical, not here, not here, not here. So Gibber will be available for this, and let's just make sure we go back, okay. Minimum 4 hits, there's a lot of that full infiltrate. Okay, so that's interesting, the fact that we have infiltrate. Don't think I've seen this before. Terrifying, so you basically have to min-max different stuff. Full piercing and infiltrate and terrifying. So let's actually go in here and take a look at these characters just to see how they are. That's ambush. That's not an infiltrate. Psyker, that's also needed. Beast Slayer. Terrifying, we have that there. And there's some hits. So Pantomime, oh yeah, okay. I'm definitely gonna be working on my Pantomime this month because it's gonna be working for the event. So I'll be making sure I level him up. Let's see, what else do we have? Do we have anything here with Terrifying? No, we don't. Do any of these characters have it? No, they don't. Um, I know there's some here in Dark Angels. There we go. Asmodee's in there. Um, um, let's see, Crushing Strikes. Deep Strike, nothing really else there. Hmm. Not really sure where we have some. Here we have Ascor. He's also available. Also, Macer's actually not gonna be for this lane, but there's another lane where you have chain damage. And remember, there aren't that many chain damage characters, so there is that. Do remember that, everyone. Yeah, he has unstoppable. Not really sure. Okay, yeah, let me just promote that. There we go, Infiltrate. Okay, so that Lurper has Terrifying and Infiltrate, so that's really nice. So you can get some stuff going there. So that's definitely worth it. And then it's basically a mismatch, I feel, on most of that one. Anyways, let's look at the beta lineup. Ultramarines, supported by Astra Militarum, so that's one of the more easy ones to hit. All Xenos and Chaos. Full flying, full power, full mech. No physical. So basically, Necrons here will be able to do something. Max 2 lineups. Then here we have Genestealer Call supported by Tyranids. Defeat all enemies, full resilient. There's plenty of that to go around. Full psyker, no boulder, minimum 3 hits, full chain. So this is the one. Honestly, this is nice. I like the enemies that they are choosing, and the fact that we are not going to be facing orcs and goblins. I do feel it's very nice to try something else. Then we have the Blessed Requisition Orders. Here we have it: Ragnar, Celestine, Brother Jaeger, Thaddeus Noble, Sarquel, Sword Brother Godswill. Only available for players at power level 15 or above. And here we have another one. Okay, so they actually have 4 lined up for us. Morven Val, Titus, Actus, Tangida, Syjax, Sibel Divine. For the upcoming release event, Typhus, Nauseous Rodbone, Charg, Lucian, Tyrant Guard, and Grax. Some chaos there. I do love my Typhus and my Rodbone. Then here it has the whole Tau. Okay, that's interesting. I'm really looking forward to that one, pulling Tau, because I do like the whole aspect of Tau. Then we have a new battle pass that started yesterday. We're gonna take a look at that in just a moment. Campaign event returns, and that is where you can choose between Adeptus Mechanicus and Tyrannus. New collectibles, that is the new character coming out, Forcus Oathsworn, unlocking on my birthday, so very, very soon. And then there's, the new characters they're talking about. Guild season, May 17th. Preseason is starting on the 14th. This season, the Warp Rift will be gone, together with one fortified position and the Vox Station. Instead, there will be 2 garrisons and 1 landing pad again, adding guardsmen and potential Blood Angel jump packs. So this is something one has to remind, and I would definitely say probably the defense teams need to be looked at, and also what works. This time, the stats of these additional summons depend on the average level of defenders, so their strength is easier to gauge. This means if a war zone has only default defenders, these additional summons will also be very easy to defeat, while a defensive lineup at the cap will have a meaningful support from these summons. That's cool. Then we have incursions coming back, and Biowar has been revamped. And yeah, basically just here what we can see. And branching paths have been added to incursion tiers, offer new strategic choices. Battle difficulty has been realigned to with the new branching structure. I like that they go in and tweak when they actually do stuff like that. Then we have some tournament arenas, improvement, balancing, and then upgrade here with the drops. So, and then they are replacing some stuff, and then we have the bug fixes. Overall, really enjoyable. Now let's take a look at the active pass. So see everything. So premium pass, 19 Sarquel shards, requisition orders, some codexes, is what I really like myself. And then we have some orbs here. Over here we have 20 requisition orders, 160 Sarquel, 10 more Codex of War. Overall, I will say, since the price, honestly, you get more out of your buck for the premium pass than the ultimate pass, because otherwise it should be doubled. Considering the price is more than doubled, then the premium pass is honestly better. Now they do give you all these stuff here, but honestly, if you just want to unlock some of the rewards and you don't really want to spend, then just go for the premium pass. Like, it's better overall to go for a premium pass than the ultimate pass for this if you do want to unlock some of the additional contents. Let me know in the comments down below, everyone. What are you feeling about the events for May? Are you ready for the legendary that's coming out in June? Let me know, and I'll see you all next video.